Good morning, guys. Another profile pop-up that doesn't tear you down. This one is for Vince Lee, and the theme is be the change you wish to see in your profile. Now, what do I mean? A couple things here. Overall, what I want to suggest is I love the use of the special symbols in the summary here. I love even more the actual results and achievements that you have here. I would suggest using those symbols sparingly and use them in situations like that. And here you've got actually the most, as you can see on the Android anyway, it's actually the least noticeable is the symbols here on the results. But of course a check mark is awesome for that. I just think that maybe you switch around and you put a symbol like these colorful ones here, put that in front of private sector, and then have just a regular symbol or a regular bullet symbol underneath, because otherwise it's a little bit overwhelming. And then even like right here, I think what you were going for is on the desktop you could see all this together, but it gets to be a little bit hard to read. And obviously, as you can see here, all you see is that much of it when you first come to the profile. Another thing I would suggest: be careful with symbols in the name, and in fact anything other than the name is against LinkedIn rules, terms of service. So be careful there, and it also may be harder for you to get tagged. So I've run into problems with that. I even tried it myself, to be honest. Here, though, you've got it. And, again, selective use is good. But then overall, my message to you would be, with all these buzzwords, I would take a look at your search appearances, Vince, and I would say, are you getting found for the terms you want to be found for? I bet you are, because you've got chock full, even in your experience section here, you've got chock full in the titles and most of the time in the actual descriptions. But then it becomes an issue of, all of this is a bit overwhelming. What are, let's say, 3 things that you are really good at? And that might be the best thing to do in your headline, to put in your headline. And then don't forget, you're missing out. With this being your top position right now, even though you have several, you've got a present. You've got 3 of them right now. My hunch is the one that you're really focused on is the hashtag ONO one. And you've got a lot of great information in here. Here you're not using the symbols, you're relying on actual pure text. There you might actually want the check marks back like you do on the other section. But again, get more to what you offer right away, because you see how many taps I had to do. And you get barely any of it that is seen on the desktop even initially. So make sure this little bit first here really draws people in and makes you pop, is what I like to call it, of course. And the same thing is here. You don't have any text in your description here for these other 2 positions. Tell us more about, these titles are great, but tell us more about how you got the CGA, for example. What was it you did? Maybe that's what you have in these titles here, but at least back it up a little bit with the description. Give people a little bit more to read, a little bit more context, and I think you've got a wonderful profile. Get it very clear for us what it is you're looking for. If you are truly open to new opportunities, hashtag ONO, and get right on the focus and be the change you wish to see in your profile. Hope that helped, Vince. Have a great one.